All right, so I'm back in the shop. What have you gotten done?
Oh, man. I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. So we got the transfer cases in this guy and the first gen, which is over behind the camera. We got those all set, prepped, ready to be pulled. Once we have the T-case swapped and the new 4.7 gear from the first gen put into the second gen, I'll put the drive shafts in it and take it for a spin and see what's going on.
Heck yeah.
We are about ready to pull the T-case here. So we got the rear case all set up on the transmission jack. We have the transmission supported by the jack stand. We've drained the rear case and the front case of gear oil so that Jimmy doesn't get a gear oil bath and go on his date later with the assistant smelling like gear oil. Would she enjoy that? Does she like gear oil?
I highly doubt it.
Okay. Anyway, so we're about to go and do this here, so we'll see if it goes smoothly. If not, you guys are going to get a show, and you're going to get to point and laugh at us. Take the knobs off the top of the shifters?
I don't know.
That might be what's holding us up.
Transmission jack's in place. Where all bolts are undone. We did have a little bit of difficulty on this one getting the top bolts, the exhaust, and mainly the catalytic converter were in the way of pulling off the top bolt. Besides that, we drained both cases. Everything's ready to come out. We got the mount jack in place. Trans jack, super helpful on this. Exactly what it's made for.
Yeah, go buy a trans jack. They're great.
Not like model Tyler over here laying down. All right, we're ready to pry this guy out and pull it out and away. Here we go. So there's a little key here on the speedo, and it slides into a keyed section in for the speedometer. You just have to unscrew the cap on that and then yank that out. We ran into a pretty big snag yesterday, and it kind of held us up for a while. We had to figure out, regroup, and think about what we were going to do, and I think we have a solution. So what was our problem?
Our problem was that when we pulled this transfer case down in my feet, I don't know if you can see it, my foot is on top of it now, doing the Captain Morgan stance. This transfer case from the first gen here has a 23 spline input chromoly shaft for the transfer case. The transfer case for the second gen has a 21 spline stock input shaft for the transfer case. So which means it's like trying to put a circle into a square. I can't make a square with my hands, but you get it.
They don't fit.
They don't fit. It doesn't work.
Number.
So we had to take some time off yesterday and think over some adult beverages to figure out a solution, and we have a solution.
It involves tearing apart another vehicle.
Yay! 3 vehicles for the Swappy Swap, which is now going to be Swappy Swap 2019.
Right. Tyler is getting rid of this truck once this is all said and done. Careful.
I told you, I'm going to kill myself in here.
And I want the transmission out of it. So really what's going to happen is more or less we are taking the transmission T-cases out of Bobcat now. We're going to split those up. We're going to put one of the T-cases into the second gen. We're going to put the transmission first T-case into here with the T-case from the second gen to make those. And then I'm taking the entire drivetrain out of here and putting it in Bobcat. Swappy Swap 2019.
Putting a new jack stand, one of our fancy cloth jack stands, on our transmission and front case here underneath the second gen. So, yeah, now that the ratchet strap is holding up the transmission tunnel and transmission and front case here, we should be able to drop this and I won't die. Ta-da!
right, here we are, day 6. I hold up a finger, Tyler. One finger. 5, 6. There you go. Day 6.
One finger?
Yeah, there you go. We got the transfer case out of Bobcat yesterday, as you saw, and then we were attempting to put the transfer case into the second gen, and it just wouldn't go in, and we were working kind of late, kind of getting frustrated, and what we decided...
That's usually not a problem for me, by the way.
Yeah, getting it in is not a problem for Tyler, yet he doesn't have any kids.
That means I'm good at getting it out.
Anyways, moving on. We decided to call it quits, sleep on it, relax a little bit, and we are revisiting that today. And so the goal is to get the Forerunner moving under its own power today.
This is what happens when you take too long to put in a transfer case with RTV on it and your RTV cures before you get the transfer case in. You get to pull the transfer case and clean it all off and do it over. Grr. Alright, so one of the things we're going to try and do to make sure these splines go in real nice and easy is we're going to clean up all the splines. They're kind of gunked up. It shouldn't make that big of a difference that we were having issues with last night, but who knows, maybe they're gunked up on this side and in the coupler on the adapter.
But I don't care about your Rolex or your credit card. Rolex or your credit card. Still you won't quit trying to be cool, so here we go again. Here we go again. You got nothing on me, on me. You got nothing on me, on me. You got nothing on me, on me. Looking like a movie star, try to pick me up in your new sports car. I think it's called a Jaguar. I don't give a damn, I got money on my mind. I can see you want me bad, but your pretty moves kinda make me sad. Oh boy, you must be mad. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot. Trying to buy me drinks and I don't like your cheap tricks. Take it somewhere else, would ya? Would ya? I don't know what you think, but I'm not one of those chicks. Take it somewhere else, would ya? Would ya? Looking like a movie star, try to pick me up in your new sports car. I think it's called a Jaguar. I don't give a damn, I got money on my mind. I can see you want me bad, but your pretty moves kinda make me sad. Oh boy, you must be mad. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot.
Welcome to day 7 of Swappy Swap Swapperton, and we are just working away. We've got a few very small things to get done today, and then the Forerunner is going to be drivable. We did run into a tiny little snag yesterday that held us up from pretty much driving the Forerunner away, and I'll let Tyler tell you about that now.
I am removing the ram and the clamp from the tie rod because our tie rod on the second gen is too long, so we have to make a new one, and somebody was out of clamps. So we have to take that clamp off of the first gen, and we're going to move it on over to the second gen on the new tie rod that we're going to build today. And so I decided while we're at it, I'm going to take my ram off here too because that's only a couple months old. everybody. Tyler here. I took over the camera from James, Mr. Jimmy, JJ, the Hydrojet. So we're in the shop. We're almost done. It was a hot day today. I think it got up to 99. And the second gen that we've been doing most of the work on to get up and running for this weekend is outside. It's not in the shop. So it was very hot. I think I sweated over half my body weight in water. It was a good time. I got grandpa hands. I don't know if you can still see them from wearing my gloves all day. Not bad. They've aired out a little. But we have finalizing some stuff here. So we have the tie rod that we built today is hanging up in the tree. We spray painted it. That's why it's over there hanging drying right now. So put on a few coats of the Rust-Oleum primer black just so it blends in. It looks nice. So we have the tie rod hanging up over there. We're going to get that put on here in about 10-15 minutes. And right now Jimmy is finishing up putting on the front drive shaft that you guys will get to see here. Other than that, the last final touches has been the new electrical box. I got a switch panel box from Rough Country. And since the electrical box and switch panel and everything was not for second gen 4Runner, they don't really make a lot of stuff designed and built set up for Toyotas. I had to take I believe the TJ box with the rocker panel switches on it and modify it and cut up the wiring harness and redo the wiring harness and kind of make a couple little extra brackets Jimmy made the extra brackets. I did all the electrical and cut up all the wiring harness, put it all back together, soldered everything, and took apart the interior, my dash, the overhead panel, the headliner, put it all in, and it looks and works great. So all we got left to do is hook up the electrical to the box on the bracket, put the box back in, and then put the tie rod on, and I think we'll be good to go. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hammer down on that subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out the giveaways over on our Patreon account, patreon.com/snailtrail4x4. And we're doing, for the month of September, $100 gift card to Factor 55. Month of October is going to be a Tire Gator tire table. And we have a really cool item set up for November. So make sure you get in on those. It's the giveaway tier. And as always, my friends, keep crawling.